Hola a todos! Hello everyone and welcome back to Spanish from Spain. In today's video we are going to talk about different tips to sound more Spanish. Let's start! So we're going to divide the video in two parts. The first part will be focused on the vowels and the second part will be focused on the consonants. Part 1. The vowels. We have 5 vowels and for them we have 5 straight sounds and they are letter A o letra A. For example, amar, which means to love. Letter E o letra E. For example, España, which means Spain. Letter I o letra I. For example, irlandés, which is Irish. Letter O or letra O. For example, oso, which means bear. Letter U o letra U. For example, universidad. Right, let's go to part 2 with the consonants. Letter C o letra C. It's very important that you pronounce this letter correctly. For the letter C, we have 2 sounds. If C goes with A, O or U, would be ga, go or gu. For example, Cádiz. If the letter C goes with E or I, the sound would be fe or fi. For example, Cecilia, which is a name. Letter G or letra G. Again, we have to divide the sounds in 3 different groups. The first group would be G plus A, O or U. And it would sound like ga, go, gu. For example, gato, which is cat. The second group would be G plus E or I, and the sound would be G or G. For example, generoso, which is generous. And the last sound would be G, U, I or G, U, E, and the sound would be G or Gi. For example, Guillermo. Guillermo is a masculine name. H o letra H. In Spanish, the letter H doesn't have any sound. So if you want to say history, you would say historia. We never pronounce the letter H unless there is a letter C before, and that would be a ch sound. For example, chiste, which means joke. Letter J. This is another letter that we notice a lot when tourists don't pronounce it properly. A masculine name, which would be John, in Spanish is Juan. Juan. Like you can notice the sound here in the throat, Juan. We have a double letter, so we have letter L or letra L. But if we put 2 L's together, we have what we call letra L. For example, llave. The next letter is ñ. Ñ. And it's a letter that you cannot find it in many languages. A word with this letter would be niño, niño, which is boy. letter Q or letra Q. The letter Q has got two groups as well. We have Q plus U plus I would be qui. For example, quiero, yo quiero is I want. Or Q, U, E, que. For example, queso, which means cheese. Next letter is one of my favorites and is the letter R or letra R. We need to make three groups again. The first group is when the letter R goes at the beginning of the word. For example, ratón, which is a mouse. It's important because every time the letter R is at the beginning of a word, the sound is strong, ratón. The second group is double R in the middle of a word. For example, perro. The sound again is very strong. And the third group is the letter R, a single one, in the middle of a word. That's a soft R. For example, chorizo. It comes from Spain. And it's very common to hear people from abroad calling it chorizo. And the proper pronunciation would be chorizo. Letter Z. We'll talk about it in a while. So remember, next time you want to ask for chorizo, chorizo. Letter V or letra V. The letter V, for example, viento, which is wind. I don't really think the Spanish people pronounce the V as a V sound. It's not quite often. And finally, letter Z or letra theta. Theta is a F sound again, like letter C with E and I. And an example is zapato, which is shoe. Right, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed my video and you had a bit of fun with the sounds. I'm sure you have learned a lot today. So I'll see you in the next video. Hasta pronto!